I
Ryan,
get it
you're
now.
the only one who can fill the shoes of my best man.
Do you have a crush on Dalton?
No.
I saved the Hoonicorn from being totaled.
It wasn't even a tackle. It was a WWE body slam. Chance of you buying a helicopter right
Probably 75%.
Yeah, me and Ken have been in a couple scuffles, and I finally feel like I really got him.
I think America's just cooked. The best time to start your new business is right now at the start of 2025. And Shopify is here to make it simple to create your brand, open it for business, and get your first sale. All of us at CboysTV.com love Shopify. I mean, established in 2025. It's got a pretty nice ring to it, doesn't it? Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at Shopify.com/wideopen, which is all lowercase. Go to Shopify.com/wideopen now to start selling with Shopify today. Shopify.com/wideopen. Really? I just did what I could to make this place a home. And that's what you do? You throw garbage on the floor? Look at it in here.
Just making it feel more comfortable.
It was too clean, too organized for you?
Yeah, it was a little too clean for our shop.
It looks amazing in here.
Yeah.
And feels amazing, too. I know that we're pretty much the only ones that get to reap the benefit of that, but
This is pretty relaxing.
we've been meaning to do a couch setup for a while. We did repurpose the desk in the merch bay, so that's great, because that thing was cool. It was just time to move on.
Yeah, if you guys are audio listeners, you have no idea what we're talking about, but you also don't know what we were sitting on before this, so just disregard everything we just said.
The next few minutes don't apply to you, I guess.
I know there's audio listeners of the podcast. Are there people that just never dabble in the video ever?
I'm sure you
There's
have
gotta
an
be a
idea
couple.
what it looks
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, you got to make a trip over. Or
Yes,
at least watch
yes.
because I'm an audio listener, but for our
Okay.
podcast, I'm a video listener.
Right.
Watcher.
That's interesting to think about, though. Like, people that only know what our voices sound like.
Just
what
no
we
clue
don't
what we
actually
even look like.
Dude, I always used to think that about, like, radio hosts.
Yeah.
You never know what they look like. And then
Face for radio.
when you do see a picture of them, you're like, oh, fuck.
Luckily, I don't think anyone listening or watching this is watching or listening because of our looks, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we got faces for audio-only podcasts.
Yeah.
Well, we're back home from Utah. I do want to chit-chat about our Utah trip a
Same.
little bit because we have to do something. I'm going to have to start reading some ads or putting even more in or something. I know the people love them because I blew up Jake's truck on the way out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, thanks for letting us use the truck. Appreciate it. Taking good care of it.
I feel like they handed you a freaking grenade.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
want
how
to
do
like
you
shit
feel?
on him.
What were you doing? Burnouts? Did you put gasoline in it instead of diesel? Like, you know.
Can you imagine? I go, oh,
But
yeah,
the
dude.
reason that it really can't be pegged on you is because you found out you were driving that truck like 4 hours before you left.
Yeah, I mean, I chatted with Tony, and he was pretty chill about it. But apparently Jake has broken every other truck they own, including his Raptor, in the last week. So they're
Broke in or broken?
broken. Like now they're all broken.
Yeah.
So his whole shop's full of broken diesel trucks.
Dude, I actually went in there last night, and he got his second bay of his shop. He'd been waiting to buy that part out, and it's filled with Raptors and diesels. That's all I'll say,
All
'cause I'm
broken.
sure he's keeping them
Yeah, he's
under
a big
wraps.
truck guy now because
His content's doing
well,
really
he just
well.
likes it, dude.
Yeah,
I
that
think
too.
him and then his business partner Tony, who loves trucks as well, he helped basically set up the whole Cummins swap on Gavin's 12 valve. Honestly, trucks are awesome,
Yep.
and they're so pliable to like everyone. Because like if you can only really have one vehicle, you might as well just have a sick
Have a
truck.
truck.
And like you can get the same amount of joy, I think, out of a truck as a car if you're the right person. But anyways, so what's the deal? You're driving that thing down the road and it starts ticking, or like was there any telling signs that it was going to blow up when he handed it to you? That
So
maybe you should have said, okay, I don't want this. Like, tell me.
I did drop off some cash because they got it delivered back to North Dakota today
Oh,
Dropped
that was-
off cash where?
at Howco.
Oh, you already paid for me? Sweet.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I drove down to Wahpeton this morning.
Wait.
So you're
wait,
paying,
wait.
or we're paying for the motor rebuild?
Yeah,
No,
Ken
no,
just
for
paid.
for transport.
Oh, I thought you just paid for the motor.
Oh no, that's on you.
Oh.
But the guy that I talked to when I was there, he was saying that he was doing 95 for like a while.
Who?
Whoever the guy at Howco was.
What
What do you mean?
what
He
is
was.
it?
I was doing 95 for a while.
Yeah, because apparently they've got like trackers and everything in those trucks.
Huh.
Definitely wasn't doing 95. That would
That's
be
crazy with that
impressive.
trailer.
Oh, so they were
Maybe
they
engine
hold on.
reader
They
was-
were pegging it on Ryan.
I don't know. I just talked to this dude briefly. I gave him cash, and then I was like, hey,
He works at Halco with Tony?
yeah.
Okay, got it.
Did
Not
Ri-
the transporter. I go, what the fuck does a transporter know about what I did?
So
Did
So
Ryan-
what? He was coming at you for
No, he was. It's funny that it broke, but he's like, yeah, I heard he was doing like 95 for a while, and
That
then
makes no sense.
and the
then-
thing blew up the next
Well,
thing.
Ryan
Who'd you
was
hear it from?
Ryan was texting us before it blew up. Like,
Yeah.
this thing is unsafe for the roads right now. Like, I mean, we have the text, and he's like, the tires just weren't good for the road. So I can't imagine you were doing
On the glare eyes,
95.
Yeah,
with
I
that
mean,
big trailer.
I definitely take a lot of credit for it because it was the trailer. Like normally, if I had not been pulling a trailer, the strain on the vehicle wouldn't have been that heavy. But like it has this screen on the right, you know, like a diesel tuning screen, and it tells you the temperature of the EGT or whatever, which
Okay.
I guess it's the exhaust temp. That was rarely above 1100. As the dial went up, it started to turn orange right around like 1300 degrees. And we saw that going up a hill like right away. And we're like, all right, we're going to have to take it easy on this thing. Because I'm used to our trucks, the stock ones, that you literally just floor it, it just downshifts, and it just drives up the hill. You know? That's just like what trucks do.
Yep.
And so I wasn't used to having to baby a little Ford because it's got the dually and the tuned F450. I didn't know it needed to be babied. And then driving totally normal downhill into Bozeman, and it is ticking like a motherfucker. Like we pulled up off the exit, and it's just like, Gavin and I were like, frick, what do we do? Like, this is a bad problem. It sounded like my Hummer, if you can imagine that. Like, literally exactly like my Hummer. And then Tony said, oh, it's fine. Just drive it. And then
You did.
About 900 miles later, it just came to a shuddering stop on the side of the road.
The gap between, because you sent us updates and you're like, this thing's ticking. Don't know, but we're gonna keep trucking. So
Yeah.
that was a huge stretch between the ticking and the blow up.
Yeah, like I think literally like 700 miles.
You guys made it damn close to what, hour and a half outside of the destination.
Yeah, less.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tony talked to me and he was like, yeah, it was for sure that the EGT temps were too high. Basically, I like melted the motor down. That's
Like
what
you're
he says.
saying, due to user error then?
Yes, due to it running too hot is why it blew up.
I don't know. It just seems kind of like it was probably on its way out. I don't really think it's your fault at all, to be honest.
Thank you.
Like, that's how I feel on it. But I don't know. I think there's just something going on with, like,
that Jake.
I think that, yeah,
Giving us faulty
I think
equipment.
that maybe Tony is getting screwed by Jake because he's hanging around him and it's rubbing off on him. Like, if you look at Jake, everything he touches, the
Yeah,
motor
goes
blows
to
on
shit,
it.
yep.
So how about this? Like, yeah, there is a blurred line of like the responsibility. So I think we got to take some of it. But so what we'll do is we have Gavin's old 12 valve motor laying around. We'll give them that. They can put in there. They can make a hole. We come and swapped it. It's going to be absolutely fucking terrible. But then they get
Has 9
they got
horsepower.
a Cummins Ford F450. And I
To
mean,
match their Cummins.
Yeah, at that point, don't bother pulling anything. But like you'll at least be able to kind of move it around the parking lot.
Yeah, Tony's like, you guys already owe me $20,000 for Gavin's build, and now you're just giving me the motor that we took out of it.
Just
still
so sad
haven't
to be
paid him?
back.
I don't know.
No, we-
it just seems like a non-ending.
We all had a pretty good crack up when he was like, ever since I started involving myself with people around Cormorant,
Yeah.
my bank account is going lower and lower.
You know what they say? You got to hang around the right people because it rubs off on you. So
Yep.
I mean, he's choosing the wrong people, quite frankly.
and that's really on him.
That is on him. He's a full-grown man.
Sorry
He
to
makes
feel
his
bad
own
for him.
choices.
Yep. I
So,
mean, who in their right mind thought it was a good idea to lend their truck to
yeah,
us?
that is a bad
Yeah,
idea.
to me.
It sucks too because like we could have just hired a transport it both ways, would have saved us all this money because we ended up having to transport the truck and the trailer back, so it was like a double transport.
Yeah. The tow for a 45-minute tow, which was sitting on the side of the road.
18,
Yeah, like
1900
bucks.
Why?
For
We
the
gotta
truck
get
and
into
the
the tow
trailer.
truck.
Okay,
What?
it costs $1,900 to tow that thing. How many miles?
Truck and trailer.
truck and trailer.
Saved me off the side of the road.
We spent $4,300 to transport them halfway across the country.
Jesus fuck, we are spending so much goddamn money.
Yeah, I was like, don't tell the accountants over there that we're in trouble.
No, like, I'm just saying, like-
$6,000 right there and just moving shit around.
But like we spent damn near $2,000 to move it like 100 miles, and
Yeah. No, trust me, when he gave me the bill, I thought about, maybe I shouldn't do this, but I thought, what the fuck am I going to do? Leave this truck sitting on the side of the highway for the 5 days it took you to align your transport?
That's true.
I had
It's not even
to.
his
Yeah,
truck.
it really is.
You know, we got to figure out a way to make this right. So how about you guys go to bums.com and buy yourself a pair of sunglasses,
That's
or
true.
even
About
2
it.
or 3. I'm sure they got a deal going.
We have a code actually right here that Jake's going to give to us after this so we can track how good of a job we did
Cboys TV.
to
use
make
code
sure
CboysTV.
that we don't owe anyone.
Yep.
for
Go over
anything.
there and get yourself some sunglasses. We wear them. We love them. And if you don't want to do that, just go to CboysTV.com because we're going to have to cover this bill.
Somehow.
Well, we
Yeah,
made
man.
it there.
That was an awesome trip. Like, obviously, we did a lot of fun stuff, but honestly, the best part of the whole trip was when we were just doing, like, basically what we're doing right now, except without microphones and cameras, and just hanging with, like, everybody. Cletus, Heavy D, his whole crew, and then obviously, like, Whistling, Robbie Layton, Grindhard Plumbing Co. Like, I mean, that is the kind of crowd you want to hang with, not us.
And well,
Like,
conversations like that are priceless.
yeah, they are.
And they felt priceless.
And you don't really
Dude.
get to have conversation like that
Really ever. Yeah.
anywhere. And especially for us, we don't spend a lot of time hanging with other YouTubers. It seems like more and more nowadays we are as we get bigger. But yeah, it's really fun to
off
spend
that
time with them.
when we were like all sitting around the table. We're not like cliquey by any means, but we move as one sometimes. And we're all sitting around the table, and it's so funny because we all like have a conversation with one person, sometimes more than one people, but we're like one person too. It's just so funny.
It's because we don't have anything else to really talk about amongst each other anymore, being that we've spent so much time. Like, I can't remember who I was telling. I think it was your dad. I don't know what we were talking about. I was just like, yeah, I don't really drink much anymore, and like, there's not really much to talk about with the boys anymore. We spend all day together, so I just go home and like spend time by myself.
And we have to save our conversation so we have a podcast.
We start telling a juicy story and someone's like, stop. But yeah, so that was the best part of it. Content went well. The snow was a little low, but like the snow was still great. And
Did it go well?
I'd say.
yeah,
I'd say
honestly,
about everything that could have gone wrong.
We
went
were
wrong.
working for it, dude. Like,
no,
I
we were
mean,
working for it. No, I thought it went great.
Our stuff basically kind of just wasn't running right, which is normal, and then it would break, which is normal. I mean, this is all
Wouldn't
standard
start.
procedure. Yeah, wouldn't start. And then it just so happens that when we go to Utah, it's like the coldest freaking 2 days of the year. So it's like, it's amazing how we just can't get away from the cold. It's like -12 out
Literally.
right here in Minnesota right now. But
Yeah, we're sitting there trying to get our Harley
All of
Davidson
our
snow
stuff-
bike and our R1 snow bike to start. Doing everything we can.
Freezing.
We're putting
All day.
heaters on it. We're putting
Guns, torches.
battery packs. We're blowing through battery packs, so we're putting like 4 at a time on it.
Yeah.
Nothing was starting these things.
and then we get them going, and then it gets stuck, and then we have to call somebody to come over with a proper rig to get it unstuck. And like the whole time I'm sitting here like, God damn, we are just working for it, which is normal. But then I look
Just
at the
to
other
make it
YouTubers,
worse.
and like they were done with their videos in like the first day. We were like 3 days in, still grinding, not sure if we're gonna get done. Cletus, man, that guy, he's got it made, man. He just does such a good job. He rolls by in his TRX on tracks, which is working phenomenally, in his heated cab with his wife next to him. You guys are still working on that thing? All right, see ya. Just
Still not going well for you, brother.
like
Nope.
we're just all out there freezing.
I loved all of his charge. Like he pulled us out once and he's like, that'll be $8,000, fellas. And then the next time he pulled us out, he's like, now you got to sing to me. So we sang Hated or
That's
Love
because we
It
didn't have
to
any
him.
money left
Yeah,
after
right.
the first
and
one.
That
then
was bad.
and then the third one, we didn't have anything to offer, so he just told everyone to unsubscribe to us. He was joking, but I thought that was
I
hilarious.
saw a small dip actually after his video went live.
It's kind of on us, though. I mean,
Yeah.
what were we gonna do?
Yeah.
Lose a couple subscribers or
We'd
stay
still be
stuck
out
in the
there.
mountains?
We'd still
out
be
there.
there.
We were kind of cooked there a little bit. Thankfully, we were in like the best zone that you could have been to have something rescued. Like pretty much everyone there had been like a rescue YouTuber at one point in their career, so we were in good hands. But
Yeah,
it was
we
a bit
brought
of a mess.
some sweet toys and everyone thought so. That was really cool. And Heavy D rode all our snow bikes and like rated them.
Dude, he rated him high
Yeah,
too.
that was fun. Like everyone was really loving our stuff, but I sometimes I look at other people's builds and then I like think about if we were to have done that. So Robbie's limo, for example, like Robbie really knows what he's doing when it comes to building things for destruction, burnouts, sturdiness. And that limo, like if we tried to build a limo, no knocking Gavin or Big Wrench, I think it would fall apart in like the first hour.
Well, that's
tried
what
to
we
do
were
something like that.
initially planning on
Yeah.
doing, was putting tracks on our giant limo, our lifted limo. What technically now it's the world's
Truck
longest
bed.
truck bed. Yeah, we were going to do that, but just the logistics of shipping that thing down there and also shipping like tracks or having the tracks on when it gets there, it was just not worth it. And then we
Would've
heard
saved us money.
We already heard,
at this
probably
point.
would have at this point, but then we heard Robbie was doing it, so we're like, well, we'll not do it because we can't have two.
Yeah, it was fun though. It was a great time. My favorite part of it was sitting in the hot tub with Heavy D. And
Dude, I'm so
Grindhard
bummed
and
we
Cleat.
missed out on that.
Probably could have done it for like an hour and a half less.
Once people started coming back in, I wanted to go out, and I go, there's no way they sit in there for
Yeah,
any
you
longer. They've
should've.
already been in there for an hour.
Dude,
3 hours later, I'm
we sat in a hot tub that was
For
like
3
108
hours.
degrees. It was hot. It was
You
hotter than a
cooked your
hot
nuts,
tub.
dude.
Yeah. And we sat in there for like 2 hours.
Dude, I couldn't
And then
get
went in the sauna
Yeah,
afterwards.
luckily it was cold out, so we
bad.
were kind of like sitting above and then going back under. But it was like the same situation of like just really good conversation was going on and didn't really want to leave.
The best time to start your new business is right now at the start of 2025. And Shopify is here to make it simple to create your brand, open it for business, and get your first sale. All of us at CboysTV.com love Shopify. We're actually running hidden giveaways every so often over there. So head on over, check out our site, and get inspired to start your own. Shopify makes it very easy to get your store up and running easily with thousands of customizable templates with no coding or design skills required. All you need to do is drag and drop. And the best part is Shopify makes it easy to manage your growing business. They help with all the details like shipping, taxes, payments, all from one single dashboard, allowing you to focus on the stuff that's important, like growing your business. And what happens if you don't act right now? Will you regret it? What if someone else beats you to your idea? I mean, established in 2025, it's got a pretty nice ring to it, doesn't it? Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/wide open, which is all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/wide open now to start selling with Shopify today. Shopify.com/wide open. Can't argue with that.
Yeah, so at the end of it, me and CJ are just like crawling out of the hot tub. Just
Yeah,
like,
my legs
dehydrated.
were about to
Guys,
like
we're
fucking like crumble, and we had to run like up that mountain. Well, we were supposed to ride the mega quad up the mountain, but the mega quad didn't start. So
Who would've
Ben and I
thought?
literally had to run up this quite a ways, dude. That's probably like 300 yards.
Dude, that
Up a hill.
cooked my lungs.
Yeah, it did.
I was actually so cooked for a while.
The thing is like, what the hell does Heavy D not have? When his guys pulled up with that thing and started unloading, I was just like,
I mean, we posted it all over our Snapchats, and everyone posted about it because it was everyone's favorite thing. But it's this huge tank. It was basically like picture the size of like
What'd they
Whistlin's
call it?
tank. It's called a mud puppy,
Mud puppy.
but it was like twice the size, just this giant tank. and
yeah,
then
with a
rolled it in.
sauna, a hot tub, and a cold plunge on it. And then he drove it into the backcountry.
It
And
was
like,
so cool.
I mean, the way him and his crew and team move, it's really like an art. And just the shit they bring out. Like, I'm sure it'll be like what we're like when we're his age, honestly. Like, we're going to just keep accumulating.
At this rate, the
Yeah.
shit that we accumulate,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, the problem is ours will probably be shitty. He'll have like stuff that runs, but like most of ours, we'll just have a lot of it sitting around.
It'll be like a cool graveyard. You can come around and look at it. You can't use any of it, but yeah, it's pretty tough to film around here now because it's so freaking cold. I mean, I put on my story and it is kind of a thing. I get it. But you go, oh, wow, it's really cold. I post it's like 29 below. It's like 66 degrees in my house because the heater can't keep up. All this. And someone's like, oh, that's nothing. It was 45 below where I am. You know, whatever. But we're going to go to Florida next week, which you guys will see. You guys see it's snowing in Florida?
I saw that snow on the beach.
Wherever we go, we just bring the cold weather, I guess.
And we're not even there.
We're not
We
even
just
there
knew
yet. We're
that
just
we were
thinking about going.
it.
I'd like to be a part of snow on the beach. That'd be cool.
Pensacola, Florida, 2.5 inches of snow. Lafayette, Louisiana, 10.5. They've
What?
got more snow in Louisiana than we have in Minnesota, which is fried.
So what's up with
Right.
that then?
I don't know, global warming. I don't know.
I literally just saw before I came in here, Disney World had a bunch of snow on the ground too.
Dude, Disney in the snow would be sick. Steve Hamilton would love that.
Have they had snow before? Like, when's the last time it snowed in Disney
Orlando,
World?
probably a while.
You should look that up.
Yeah,
When was the last time it
Louisiana-
snowed at Disney World?
Louisiana was 15 years.
Really?
So that's a stamp. But yeah, I saw a video of people sledding in Houston. And dude, they were using anything because people don't own sleds. So they were using little plastic pools, suitcases, street signs. like metal pans.
Yeah, they also
They're
don't have
having a heyday.
snowplows. Houston County doesn't own snowplows. I saw.
So what do? They just like sit and wait for it to melt?
That's the
Sounds kind of lit. It'd be like a snow day for the whole state.
They have a true definition of a snow day.
The last time it snowed at Disney World was 1977.
Wow, dude. So what's up with that, Ken? Global warming?
It's so hot, it's so cold.
What do you think?
Yeah, I guess that doesn't really make sense.
They say global warming is extremes in temperature and weather
That's just called climate change now.
or climate change. Okay,
The climate's always changing.
Yeah,
I mean, who knows though? Honestly, I mean, I probably lean more towards like, yeah, we probably are causing the Earth to get warmer due to all the shit we're doing that probably shouldn't be here.
well, you guys are.
Yeah,
Not me.
not
and
you.
Ken and our
You mean,
electric
yeah.
cars.
Yeah, but when
obviously.
you guys dispose of your batteries, all the same shit.
Yeah,
They
when
go in the ocean,
when
they're
you throw
fine.
them in the ocean. Have you guys seen like how much smog there is in China though? Like
It's mostly
yeah.
those
like how
guys,
bad it is in
honestly.
Yeah,
China, and they
blame
just
them.
like throw their garbage in like the ocean. Like that's pretty
They
normal
do.
there. So I tell Greta this all the time. It drives her berserk. But I go, yeah, I don't think you're making a difference here. No offense. So I'm like, why waste time recycling this water bottle when it's super inconvenient? When it's not going to make a difference.
But if
And she
everyone
always says,
thinks
well,
that,
that's the problem.
So
is
it's like
everyone
you
thinks that way.
need everyone to think like her, and then it will make a difference.
But I
Global
also
act local, brother.
Dude,
So it's like the U.S. pollution levels have been declining for years on end,
That's good.
but China and India are just like
They don't
complete
care.
opposite. So it's no matter what you
Guys
do,
are
it's going to be
fucking us.
offset by what's going on in Asia.
Y'all ever seen your garbage truck pick up your recycling? Mine literally comes up, grabs the garbage can, moves 3 feet forward, grabs my recycling can.
Recycling's a total scam now.
I don't get that. Why is it a scam, and why do they
that's-
still do that?
Because they used to export it to China, and then China stopped.
Shut up,
accepting it.
really? We
No,
used to
they
ship
did.
our fucking plastic to China?
Yeah,
They're not dealing with that
Makes
shit.
no sense.
Dude, honestly, China does always get the shit end of the stick. They got to make all the stuff for cheap and like all this.
and then they
we're
just
smart.
stopped.
We're shipping our
garbage there.
plastic to China.
They stopped accepting it. So now it just nothing. It just goes in the trash.
Why did they want it?
Dude, okay, so how about this? I've actually seen them do that with full-on recycling bins.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
recycling bins
Big
that are
blue
like
ones.
in counties that, they're like set aside. It's not like a landfill. It's not a dump. It's a recycling center. The same trash company comes over there, picks them up, and throws them in and looks around like this. Dumps it and
Backs
drives
up and
away
goes to the next
like
one,
nothing
dumps it.
happened.
You hate
Are
to
you
see
positive? Are you positive?
Yeah,
And I've seen
Same
them,
exact spot.
and I've seen them do it at the bins too, where they go to the cardboard, dump it, and then they move over to the plastic, dump it,
I
and
don't
then they
get
move over to
that.
the cans and dump it. I mean, I'm sure it makes it easier to sort because it's kind of in a clump. I don't
like
fucking
the only thing they're recycling domestically is like paper and I think metals. Like all plastic is just garbage.
Yeah,
weird.
I heard
That
that for like,
sucks.
especially for like mainlanders, like we're really landlocked, and that just all goes to one place.
What do we got over there?
Oh, I got a
What
gift.
the frick is this, dude?
Money
Joking,
Mike does?
Are you serious?
All right, for you
What?
audio listeners,
3
Mike,
gifts in a row.
our boy Jackson just walked in with 5 Nike shoe boxes.
That I'm assuming Mike is buying
Yes.
or bought?
Hey yo,
Oh,
these are sick.
I
Ryan,
get it
you're
now.
the only one who can fill the shoes of my best man. That's so sick, dude.
Dude, right?
Yes, I
Hell yeah.
accept.
Awesome.
Dude, this is so sick.
Damn, Mike.
brother.
So Ryan's your best man, huh?
Now he is, yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh,
Look at that,
I was getting
Ryan.
nervous you weren't gonna ask me.
Look at that, dude.
Let's go.
Damn, I think I owe somebody some money. I took the over under on that
Groomsman,
one.
let's go,
Really?
baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. These are sick too.
Yeah, I
Thank
got
you, Mike.
that was dude, it was so much fun ordering. Like I got everyone different pairs.
Bro.
Fucking
Obviously.
sick, dude.
That
Dude,
groomsman.
thank you, Mike.
Of course, bro.
I'd be honored, bro.
seriously.
Absolutely.
You're the man, dude.
These are sick.
Woo! Shit, those are sick.
Those are
Are those
bad.
reflective?
Yeah, the Nike sign's reflective.
Bro, these are so sick. Thank you.
I'm
Mike.
just
Ken?
I'm more pumped about being a groomsman than honestly the shoes. The shoes are great, Mike, but
Ken,
that is awesome.
Dude, Mike, I really didn't know where
Dude,
this
we're
was
gonna have
going,
so much
honestly, bro.
fun.
I got Dalton a pair too. Look at what Dalton says. He's not up here. He was.
What's it say? Filmer?
My bachelor party.
Hold on, let's get Dalton in on this. We gotta
Don't
show-
Yeah.
come and film my bachelor party. That's what it
Yeah.
says.
Bro.
So
These are
sick.
so sick. Let's go. Dude, thank you, Mike.
Yeah,
Yelling.
Mike, thank you, bro. This is sick.
Yeah, Mike. Dude, these are so fresh.
Right? Got the blues for you.
Thank you, bro. So sick, dude. Hey. Thank you, bro.
Thanks, Mike.
Damn, dude.
Where are we going?
I was
This
thinking.
is actually for Ryan to decide.
Yeah, I know, right? It is.
As the groomsman, or as the best man, you are responsible for lining up the bachelor party.
I did pretty good with Justin's, I guess.
Dude,
Yeah.
actually, that one was so fun.
You did amazing.
Well, I did hear you talking suggestions in the car, so I mean, it's yours.
Yeah.
The thing is you have to know it's not for the bachelors. It is for the man who's getting married.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, I know CJ's bachelor party and your bachelor party are two completely different things. So you really
Very
gotta
much.
Okay. What are we
curate to the
thinking?
crowd. Well, I'm just gonna blurt it out now. Maybe it's gonna be a surprise, or maybe Mike's gonna tell me what he wants to do.
Probably more ideal, yeah.
Dude, I know exactly what we're doing for CJ's bachelor party one
What's
day.
that? What's that?
Bro, we're going to Vegas.
Yeah, I
dude. Are you
suppose.
kidding
I
me?
suppose. We could maybe do
So
something.
then
more
what are we going to
special
do for
than that.
yours, Ben?
For mine?
Yeah.
Probably go back to Vegas.
Back to Vegas, dude.
What are we gonna do for Ken's if he's getting
Oh, yeah,
married in
wait.
Vegas? We can't
You
go where
just-
the wedding is.
You do the bachelor party and the wedding all in
Yeah,
one
there you-
weekend.
There you
Yes,
go.
one night.
Ken's gonna
Save
find
everyone
love.
time, dude.
Yeah.
That's the thing, bro. I don't know if it's just that time of the year, but I opened up my mail and I had 4 wedding invites the other day. That's 4 weekends in the summer, right? Obviously, if there's someone special, then it's, you want to go to them. As a Minnesotan, you only have so many summer weekends, right? So that's very special. That's very special to be spending your time at somebody's wedding, right? But yeah, Greta was like, "Oh my gosh, we have 4 weddings," and I was like, "Great, now we have to say no to 4 people." Because I don't know. I
Were they
think
all
I've
your
said
friends
this.
or more so her friends?
It's mostly hers.
Yeah,
but-
she's always got the friends getting
yeah.
married.
Yeah, and that's the nice part about not having any friends.
Well, you only know two people that are Justin's married and Mike's getting married.
Yeah.
And also, not that many people want you at their wedding.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So,
After the whole Cabo incident.
yeah, kind of stealing the show.
Dude, when you brought those out, I was like, what, these late Christmas gifts? I didn't even for 1 second think like,
me
oh,
either.
we're getting grooved. And then
Oh,
when I
dude.
saw Brian, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I thought
That
you were
was-
giving us Heelys for sure. I thought the boxes were just
Well,
like
that's why I felt
Boxes are
awkward.
just dummies.
Our boy Jackson came through and surprised me with a pair of Heelys. And then I'm like, I feel bad. I'm like literally surprising the whole crew with shoes today, except for you. But yeah, we were heeling around last night and I felt like I was 12 again.
Dude, is it tough picking like who's in your wedding?
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, it was tough.
How many people you got? You got
14.
Are you saying like pick my groomsmen or pick the people
groomsmen.
going?
I guess both.
Yeah, it was harder to pick who to invite to the wedding. Pretty easy to pick.
How many
Best
groomsmen are there?
6.
6
Hmm.
groomsmen.
Yeah.
See, that's the issue, dude. I think like I'm gonna have like 10, 11,
Yeesh.
12.
Okay,
like,
I
a
mean,
lot, dude. I've
but-
already been thinking about like, fuck, who gets the axe?
Yeah, dude, it's really hard. So I got haven't asked Jake, haven't asked Justin yet.
You have to do it before Tuesday, I guess.
Yeah.
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 Otherwise, we can cut that.
No, I
But
will.
Well, appreciate the
Yeah.
shoes, bro. They don't
Yeah.
fit,
Sweet.
but
Really?
yeah, wrong size.
What
Well,
size are they?
I asked Greta, so
Really?
take that up with her.
She was erring on the smaller foot size. She didn't know off the top of the hand, but she's
Okay,
like, well,
so-
I'm assuming it's small.
Mine-
Like smaller than average.
Mine is also a size and a half too big.
Size and a half. You wear 12 and a halves, Ken?
Yeah.
What
Mike,
size
you
did
nailed
Bro,
mine.
every-
You nailed mine perfect.
every-
yeah, mine's
14s?
perfect.
Yeah, but every time we ask Ken what size he is, you're always like, I'm not going to fit into those. I'm like 14s. You got
Well,
those.
14 boot.
Okay. Yeah, it's fair. Because he got those those
I
crazy
can
red.
loosen them up, slip into them.
No, we'll get you new ones. He got those red boots. And I remember you're like, they only come in 13s and they're tiny.
Wait, so they're too big?
Yeah, he got me 14s.
I think Ken's inflating his shoe size because I've heard him say 14
Yeah.
for
Of
the
my
last
whole
8
life, dude.
years.
Ken's was like the only one I was sure of. I didn't have to
he's
ask
14
anyone.
because he tells everyone.
Yeah, these are 12 and a halfs, and these
Dang.
fit perfect.
That'd be like me going around saying I'm a 11 and a half or a 12.
You're a 10 and a half, Ben.
No, I'm just a
The
10.
10. Dang,
Yeah.
bro.
That is pretty bizarre that you do that.
Yeah.
I've never bought a 14
I
size.
feel
What's
like
your
Ken
shoe?
says that a lot.
You've
The reason
said
why he says that, though,
I've heard
When
him
he's
say
like
that.
squeezing, it's with like,
Never.
I
hey,
think it's normally when we got a costume for him,
Yeah.
and then he's like, okay, what size is this? Well, that's not my size. I can't be the guy to do it.
We're like, Ken, they're slippers. They're just covers for your shoes. No,
I'm a 14. Dude, these are actually fire, though, Mike.
those are fire.
I'm pumped on these, dude.
You really nailed the style. Like these.
Yeah, those are
love
total
both,
Ryan
both
shoes.
of those are so sick.
Yeah.
Ken, have you ever even had a pair of dunks?
High ones, not low.
Oh, that's what's ironic is
those
Those are
are
Ken
sick.
Jaminos.
Very
Those are the
Ken
Ken
Jaminos.
Jaminos
Got some
right there.
suede on there.
That's
Ooh.
sick.
I've never owned a pair of Dunks. Of
Really?
course, I bought myself a pair
Yeah.
of some SBs, of course. But yeah, it's just funny. Like, you guys have had how many pairs of Dunks? Like, that's
have
why I
so
knew
many,
like
yeah.
to do that. It was also funny because like still a bargain shopper when it comes to shoes, and like Dunks are by far some of the most expensive footwear I've ever
Really?
bought. Yeah, 125.
Holy shit.
Give or
yeah.
take.
Some of them, yeah.
But it was just I was just like, dang, this is gonna be
Kinda
I don't
dropped
know,
a bag on
ultimate
shoes.
money Mike move. Yeah.
At least you got it on camera, so
Yeah.
it makes it worth it. I mean, it
Like,
was
I
already
thought
worth
for
it,
sure you were gonna be like buying all of us dirt bikes or snowmobiles.
They're stand-up jet skis.
Money Mike buys all of us stand-up jet skis or drift cars.
Hilarious. No, I think
We could do
if
a
I was
drift
gonna
weekend.
do, if I was gonna do,
That'd be fun.
That would be sick.
that would be fun. Oh, we could go to the
Mike's
drift
cars
mansion.
on fire the whole weekend.
Yeah, Mike invites us
Can't
to a drift weekend for his bachelor party.
my cars.
the whole
And
Only
we're
working
literally
on it
just
all
making
weekend.
fun of him the whole time for his car being on fire.
It's just Jake nonstop drifting in circles. You guys laughing at me the whole time.
Your car on fire.
My
in the
car on
middle.
fire.
Mike's like, not what I had pictured.
This is actually gonna be so lit. So we can film it.
I encourage it.
Okay,
Like, I mean,
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it'd be a shame
Dude,
not to.
I think it
Wow,
gives
it's
us
gonna
like
be
the
a blast.
perfect excuse to just like go overboard and way over the top for something rowdy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude, this is gonna be sick.
Makes the budget a little bigger. I mean, I don't know if the budget can get bigger than Money Mike's budget, but like with the company and all, like now it's a little bigger budget.
Yeah, I just love like when we were at
I'll
Justin's.
start double reading ads.
Oh, dude, we should just invite Tony and have him pay. For
Oh yeah, I like that. Maybe
you
he
should
can,
invite Tony.
we'll
and
borrow
have
his
him
rigs to
pay.
get there.
Yeah.
All of us were like, we just go to the nicest dinner, and then it's like
No
time for the
wallet.
bill. Everyone's like, I don't have anything. He's like, oh, are you fucking kidding me?
Everyone does
We're like,
the
Tony,
classic-
you want to get it?
The classic Pat and like.
Tony goes, oh shit,
Yeah, I think we gotta have Spenny and Gavin probably tag along too.
for sure.
That Gavin guy's pretty funny.
We just have so many awesome friends.
That's what I mean. Yeah, when you really start getting down to the nitty-gritty of even seating them all at a table, you go, man, Ben and Spenny at the same table? Are they going to have a wine night?
Oh, we might. Yeah, when I think about my wedding, I'm like, fuck, dude, I got so many good friends. Like, where do I put them? Like in the wedding, and I'm like asking Greta, like, do you think Mark and Tink could be our ring bears?
That'd be great.
How
actually.
funny
That
would
would
that
be
be?
really,
You should
really
Who
dress
says
great.
a ring bear has to be
A little
Yeah.
under 3 foot
So
tall?
you have
what?
such
They're
little-
fine. They can go on their knees.
Yeah,
Mark and
True.
Tink.
No. But yes, they would make great ring bears.
I think so. And then Mark could pay for
The ring.
the rings.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So are we done on the Utah stuff? Do we have anything else to say?
I mean, Evan did break or fracture my rib.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. What? Your rib is fractured, actually?
I think it is.
Well, Ken,
So let's
when you
prep.
say I think
But
it
you-
is, Evan right now, he doesn't know why, but he's went scoffled wherever he's at right now.
So add a little context. We were trying to get Evan to go back into a helicopter.
Yep.
So naturally, I yanked the key out of his snowmobile.
Yep. Smart
and,
idea.
pull it away from him. And then he tackles me to the ground, and then his elbow ends up going straight into my sternum.
It wasn't even a tackle. It was a WWE body slam. It was what I would call his finisher, the double whammy.
And then
you hit the ground, and then he speared you with his shoulder.
ends up with his elbow going straight into my sternum.
or his elbow, yeah.
Dude,
And-
Ev is such a scrappy little guy.
And it just knocked the wind out of me. And then ever since, it's honestly been getting worse the last couple days. But it's just like from the sternum, like all the way around. Like there's where the rib meets with the sternum. Then there's one on the side,
Maybe
and
we
then
should go
also
get
on
an
my
X-ray.
back.
We
It
should.
just
Well,
hurts.
shit.
Well,
we-
why don't we go film? We'll go get an X-ray after this, film it, and we'll find out if you actually got a fractured rib.
Dude,
because
I mean, Ben did tell me you don't want an X-ray yesterday.
Every time Ken gets hurt, we can't just be getting him X-rayed out.
you're right, it's pretty expensive.
It's expensive. It's not good
You got
for
Tony's truck to pay for.
you. That too. But I was telling Ken. Ken was like, I think I'm going to just go and get X-rayed. And I was like, they can't do anything.
Yep.
Yeah,
They
fractured rib.
cannot do anything about a rib.
Yeah,
Nothing.
I looked online. It's you literally just can't. You just got to take it easy for a couple
Ken
weeks.
said,
So is it
yeah,
getting
but I
worse
just
or
like
better?
some peace of mind.
Take it easy.
What, peace of mind from what?
Well, the story's a lot better if you say Evan fractured my rib instead
Yeah.
of Evan might have fractured my
Yeah,
rib.
I agree with that. I
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
like
man.
the idea of like knowing whether Evan broke Ken's rib or not.
So that was the whole reasoning of I kind of wanted to get an X-ray.
do you think
but-
you'll
the
press
story.
charges if it is fractured?
Oh, full tilt.
Yeah.
Dude, last time we went and got one of the boys X-rayed, we found out that Evan had a Matchbox car shoved up his ass.
Yeah.
After your sandrail accident last year? Why is there a little toy car?
Well, I mean, you don't think that shouldn't have anything to do with my back problems, though, should it? Like that shouldn't even be.
Normally people take that out right away, but
No wonder he's walking so funny.
Matchbox too. Not even
Some
Hot Wheels.
people, dude, they'll just do the wildest
Just doing
thing
anything
to
for
get
it.
off, man.
When Ken, you were picking up a GoPro battery just before we started the podcast, and then my level of concern grew a lot.
Oh, dude,
Bro,
you just hear him moving around the shop from groaning.
Ken, you are so accident prone, dude.
that wasn't even my fault though. That was just me trying to be a good friend, trying to have Evan had a good time. But
Evan,
One way to look at it.
Evan said afterwards, he's like, "Yeah, me and Ken have been in a couple scuffles, and I finally feel like I really got him."
Yeah, because he's never been able to really
Yeah,
get
like-
underneath you like that.
Pull
Yeah.
the WWE move. Yeah.
You are top heavy, Ken.
oh yeah,
So and
You gotta
and
get
Evan,
a wider stance.
Evan, he's scrappy.
Bottom heavy.
He's scrappy and he's bottom heavy, and like he's like, dude, the way that kid moves,
He's built like a stump,
when he's
dude.
Like a
getting-
little bowling
when he's
ball.
getting into it. I mean, we saw it in the middle of the road with Dalton, dude.
Yeah.
It's like the Tasmanian devil when it's like
He
and
does.
You don't know what happens, dude. He spins and he's like spinning around and he does like a somersault in there, and like before you know it, somebody's face is bleeding or has
Right.
snow in
He
it,
did the
and
same-
Evan is already like 30 feet away with his hands up in the
I
air.
think it's more of a defense mechanism for him because, you know, his type of people, they've been getting picked on by people like Ken for basically ever.
All people.
And he springs into fight or flight mode, blacks out, might end up punching someone in the face, might end up double whammying somebody into the ground. And then he's out of there, but it's fight or flight. You know, that's why he's lived and his ancestors have made it this far. Like it's like more of a genetics thing that has gotten passed down. Obviously, if he didn't have it in him, he probably wouldn't be here because
Not his fault.
You know, it just would have gotten weaned out by natural selection.
I really want to see the side by side of Evan taking me down and Evan taking Dalton down because I feel like they're
There's something you could learn from
very
them for
similar.
next time.
That's true.
Dude, I mean, just the fact he took Dalton down, Dalton's a beast, dude. Like, he's a tough kid. He's lengthy. He's strong. He's young. He's quick.
Do you have a crush on Dalton?
No, but I'm just telling you,
He's
Dalton's a fucking athlete. Dalton is an athlete,
He is, and Evan.
and he's in his prime.
Evan
Like, I
is
mean,
not an athlete, but he is
He's like one of those.
scrappy.
He's like one of those like little. This is a very
You had to
obscure
throw little in
reference,
there.
but he's like a bionicle. Those bionicles that would roll up into a ball and then spring back open.
Yeah.
That's what he reminds me
little
of.
surprise attack.
I don't know. Would you rather be built like small and stocky like that, or tall and frail?
Definitely not frail. I wouldn't want to be frail at
But
all.
you can't. You can be only
Yeah, you
one
can
or the
only-
other.
Would you
I'd
rather?
rather be
can't
built
choose.
tough, dude.
Well,
Yes, small and stocky.
would
like
you
that.
rather have a Civic or a Camry? Lamborghini.
I mean, yeah, like being tall and frail, that's not going to do much. I think Ken's a tough guy.
Would you rather be
Ken's
short
not
and tall?
frail.
No.
He's tough. He just
get
gets
hurt
put
once
into
a year.
situations where like the average person shouldn't be put into on the weekly, if not daily.
How many fights?
Have you involuntarily been?
Ken does
Yeah.
get into a lot of scraps.
Yeah, I was
Like,
saying
how
that to
often are
Evan.
you or me wrestling one of the boys?
I
Like,
know.
Very frequently,
I see
Ken,
Ben do it a little
I think
bit.
Ken charges people.
Yeah.
Which is honestly the problem. Ken
yeah,
charges.
There's usually a reason why that gets brought. I
You're
get
like a-
brought into this.
You're like a grizzly bear that
Yeah.
fake charges and wants the person to back off, but then the thing attacks. And you attack the lion, and then it fights back.
You shouldn't get so
Evan
riled
just
up.
fought back because he was
You had him cornered.
hard of not wanting to go in the helicopter.
True. No, I definitely liked the direction you were headed with, but I told Evan that. I go, there's one reason that you and I have never fought, and I go, it's because I'm not getting physical with you. I go, I'll berate you with my words.
I mean,
all you want, buddy. I'm good at that.
He could have just taken the 75 other snowmobiles that were in the field too.
And like they were doing with Ben's. I was cracking up about that. Ben doesn't have a wrap on his sled, so maybe it looks like a rental. And just everyone was driving it this weekend, and he's kind of like, "Did you tell so and so?
Yeah.
Did you tell that they could? And why is he driving it?" And I'm like, "Dude, Ben, I don't know. You're gonna have to write your name."
They just
on
wanted
that
to ride
thing."
your mod sled, dude.
Can't blame him there. Yeah, I wasn't too concerned about it until Whistling came up riding it, and he said that he was just about to go and durability test it.
That is very concerning.
I was at the farm the other day, and I was like loading something in the back of this truck, right? And the garbage man was kind of like picking some stuff up and then going to the other dumpster. You know how there's two? And I was kind of right in the middle. I'm trying to stay out of their way, and this guy like comes up and he parks right behind me. And I'm like, am I in this guy's way? And he like puts down his window and he goes, hey, is that the Durango that hit the dumpster?
Oh, shit.
And I look over and I see your Durango just sitting there running, right? Because it was when we were getting it ready. And I was like, yeah,
Wasn't me though.
that's the one. And they were like, yeah, hit that thing pretty fast, huh? And then I was like, oh, shit. That's their dumpster. They're like kind of pressing me about
That's
their
Steve.
dumpster that Ryan just smoked at 30 miles per hour. And then I was just like totally didn't know what to do. Started kind of backing up a little bit. And they were like, yeah, those things are pretty durable, huh? And I was like, are they ever? And
The
then
Durango or the dumpster?
I don't know. He laughed, I laughed, and then they put the window up and rolled off. And I was like, I think we have beef with Steve's.
Oh, no. The Steve's guys are great.
And they've been so good.
Waste
to us.
management fucking sucked.
Yep.
Steve's is great.
Well, Ryan, you hit their dumpster.
I know, but
was-
the dumpsters are
It was-
tough.
It was fine, but that's
Imagine
really
them watching that video.
No,
Like,
they'd be like,
like
"Gee,
we've
come
never had a
on."
dumpster get hit by a car and flip upside down like that. Of course, it's in the Cboys parking lot.
Didn't even
never
put a
had to-
scratch in that dumpster.
I got to see my first live action car accident yesterday. It was crazy. It was right in front of me. I was driving home. You guys ever like watch one happen? Like, you know,
Kind
watch
of.
someone get
Oh,
hit?
yeah.
No,
I mean,
not-
I guess
no.
all the
not
time on the
filming.
weekly, honest. Oh, not filming. Yeah, still I have, yeah.
I was driving down Highway 10 and this guy just blacked out, cranked the left in front of the car in front of me that was driving down the highway. It was at like 30 miles an hour, not at 50 on the big part of the highway. It was like as you come into town, you're sitting at a light.
Was it
and
a Ford
I don't think
truck?
so.
Oh, okay. I just saw an accident. That didn't. I saw it after.
Oh, different one, I guess. Anyway, yeah, just turns right in front of him, just boom. It was crazy.
Whoa.
What happened? Was he all right?
Yeah, everybody was all right. The guy who pulled out in front looked pretty pissed at himself, I think. And then there was like 19 cops there. It was crazy.
that's
It was
good.
so weird
I was
seeing a
eating my
live
sub,
action.
and I, yelled out, "You can't park there."
Yeah. So apparently, the guys that are working on our Hoonicorn, Robbie, he's a YouTuber. He's our buddy. He was actually at Snowed In, so he was giving us updates on what he was, fixing at the moment and how it was going with the Hoonicorn. Really excited to show you guys the video of it. But he was telling Ryan that I hit the tree with the Hoonicorn straight on to the frame.
The frame, you know how like a Mustang frame, well, I guess technically a Crown Vic has like the two frame rails that come up and go forward.
Yep.
Just pegged it perfectly, like accordioned back.
So I
Doesn't
missed.
sound good.
I
So
missed.
it was
I missed the
even.
motor. So he said that if I would hit the motor, it would have
Shifted way
totaled the
more.
entire motor, and it would in return totaled the whole car out.
But he was saying the motor is like fine.
They got the motor going. Yeah. It was just like a couple things that broken on the front, obviously, but they fixed it and the motor's running. But they said since I hit the frame dead on like that, it had no give, which I can attest to.
Yeah.
It didn't. But I saved the Hoonicorn from being totaled.
Oh, good job, Ben.
Yeah, so pretty good aim.
Yeah, I mean, he did say, he goes, I don't think you could have done that if you tried. You know,
Yeah,
like if
yeah.
you aimed to just hit it, you're just that good at crashing shit, man.
What can I say?
Yeah, dude.
When's he thinking that's going to be done? Does he know?
I think it's a little bit more of a job than
Probably
they had
May.
thought.
Mm-hmm.
I think
That's
like
my guess.
early summer.
Which is just in time, honestly, for
Yeah.
Ben to get it back out on the track.
I don't think I'm going to drive it. I don't think so.
Don't blame you.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think you guys are going to argue that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should put someone a little more skilled behind the wheel.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Who
I
is
don't know
that?
who that would be. In
I
our
don't
business.
know.
that?
Yeah.
Ken, you ready to learn?
And that thing, no. I don't fit in that with a helmet on.
Barely fits
Yeah,
in without.
vehicle.
I think they're fixing that.
Are they going to lower the
Yeah, they're
seats?
going to drop the
Yeah,
seat
they're
down,
fixing
fix it
that.
up.
They're fixing everything that just didn't really work with it.
Right.
It was a replica. It wasn't really meant to be doing what we were doing. And they're fixing it so it's a proper ripper.
And I'm sure we mentioned this, but he will be twin turboing it too. So we're nearing even closer to true Hoonicorn replica.
Yeah, it's going to be sick. Did you guys see that the Hoonicorn truck, the Hoona
For
truck,
sale.
is for sale
But like
at Barrett Jackson? It might have.
I thought it
I
already
think
closed.
I think it's
Oh,
this weekend.
this weekend, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I was trying to look up what it went for, but obviously if it hasn't sold
I'll
yet.
put it in at the bottom what it went for here.
But
So-
yeah, it's like it looked like they were asking 1.1.
Maybe
Dude,
like the
I think
reserve.
Supercar Ron should buy it.
Same. He
Yeah.
posted
He
a little
seemed
something.
like he was into it.
Yeah, and
He
it
should.
seemed like
That'd be
everyone
great
commenting.
for content. The only problem with like a car like that is it's so legendary that you actually probably can't rip on it.
Yeah, it
Yeah, if
makes
we did-
more sense for him to drive his Pagani in the rain in a sense than
it's
that.
more replaceable and
Yeah.
it's not as it's not driven by,
Oh, dude, if we bought that, there's no way we couldn't even look at it, dude. We
No,
couldn't even
yeah.
have it in our shop.
Don't even look at it.
Something
yeah, you're
would
right.
happen.
if
We
we
can't
bought
even have it in the vicinity.
I mean, if we
yeah.
bought that, there would be no way of us being able to pay Tony back for his truck.
Dude, Tony, we want to pay you back for the truck.
So we bought
bro.
the
We really
Hoonicorn
do.
for $1.1 million, dude. You think we got extra cash laying around?
Speaking of, think you could maybe cover the insurance on that for a little while for us?
Hey, it's going up for sale for no reserve this weekend. So
Okay.
reserve.
you might be able to get it for a deal, or it could go for a lot.
Oh, that's worth bidding on.
What do you guys think it's going to go for?
Over a
million.
mil.
I think 750.
You think so? Under $1 million?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'd guess 750 is mine.
It benefits the 43i Foundation, which is Ken Block's foundation. Is that a charitable donation?
Think it is.
Oh, so it could be a write-off.
It's
Write-off.
free then.
Yeah.
It's just a write-off.
It's just a
I'm-
write-off.
I'm-
The
It's a
gover-
write-off.
The government pays you back.
Scroll
Right off.
through this.
Yeah, so I got a call yesterday from Cletus. I constantly tell him, like, dude, I want to get a helicopter.
You do.
I think that'd be
Yeah.
so sick.
we know.
Jake going,
And so,
He does. I sit there next to him as he talks about how badly he's going to buy or wants to buy a helicopter, and
So
he's
I-
very serious about it though. So like Cletus takes you serious when you say this.
so Cletus calls me yesterday. And
one
is like,
day after we left.
he's like, brother, I love spending my friend's money more than my own, so I got a guy on the line right now, and he's got a helicopter for
Like
sale.
one day after being home. Like
I'm like,
Like,
oh,
brother, I got to
shit,
figure out
okay.
how we're going to pay for Tony's truck.
And so this guy is on the phone, and he's telling me all about his helicopter. And then I'm just like, well, shit.
You put yourself into a corner.
I think I did.
yeah.
So I don't know what to do now.
I think you got to buy
Buy
it.
a
I'm gonna
helicopter.
ride in it with you.
Yeah, I'm
You've
not sure
been-
I have an
Come
option.
on,
You've
dude.
been talking about buying a chopper for years at this point. You almost have to.
Can't argue with that.
Can't argue with
Sound
that.
logic.
I think it's a great idea, and I think it opens the door to the helicopter world for us at your expense.
Yeah, I can see why you guys would be into it.
Like I get to ride around in it, get all of the benefits, no downside.
Right.
Don't have to pay for the fuel.
I don't even have to deal with the responsibility of flying it.
I should hit up Tony and see if he wants to buy it.
Yeah. Good.
Then I can do that same thing. Hey,
Ben.
Tony.
Starting to learn.
No, I think it would be cool. I'm still trying to like make sense of it.
Do it.
Yeah, that's a good
Just
point.
do it.
Yeah.
Like Nike.
Wasn't
I guess I
Cletus
didn't
saying you
really
can
think of
write
it.
off an aircraft 100% in the first year?
Something like that.
Yeah, and then just hoses you for the next years that you would want to write
Oh
it
yeah, that's
off.
what he said. He's like that. Yeah, it's really awesome when you're owning it. It's really not awesome when it comes time to sell.
Yeah.
He told
so
me-
you can't get your money back as easy as you'd expect.
No, just when you write it off, then it's income.
Right.
But he was saying, he was like, brother, there's no way you can lose money on a helicopter.
Oh, well then why even bother thinking about it?
Expenses on it are crazy.
What's an
He
expense
goes,
on a helicopter?
I don't know how to fly a helicopter.
Yeah, that is
it's
the
like
thing.
$500
Fuel-
an hour.
What kind of helicopter is
Holy
this?
shit.
Yeah.
It's like our damn pontoon,
Holy
but worse.
shit. Holy shit.
in like just maintenance cost.
Holy
So your operating
shit.
expenses, because after a certain amount of hours, you have to do overhauls on them.
But like, you know, this is a helicopter. How many hours are you going to be flying? Think of how much time you're going to save flying from your house to the shop.
I foresee we don't maintenance anything. You just don't maintenance it.
That's the end
Oh,
of
I didn't even think of that, Ken.
Yep.
They're always talking about the maintenance cost.
They
They
don't-
probably haven't thought, why not
it.
skip them?
Save the money.
Yeah. Every time we maintenance anything, it breaks.
That's a good point, Ryan.
So, yeah, why? We'll just not do that.
That's pretty lame that it costs that much to fly the thing. I mean, I kind of figured that, but I didn't really think about it at the same time. So, like, you just flying me to the gym, landing in the parking lot, I work out, you fly me back. It's going to be an expensive little trip.
I work out.
Bro,
That doesn't
like
even
brother,
work out.
doesn't work
if
out.
you asked me for a ride in my car to the gym, I'd probably say no.
Well, no, I was just thinking about that today. I was like, I wonder if Ben would be able to park his helicopter in the gym parking lot. And I was like, I bet you the guy who owns it would let you.
Yeah, so that is the thing that I've been wondering and talking to Cletus about. Is like, walk me through this. What does it look like if I own a helicopter? What am I doing? If I have a helicopter, like, where am I flying it to? What am I doing
Wherever
with
you
it?
want.
I fly it to lunch. I fly it to dinner. I landed in my grandma's backyard.
Grandpa would
Thanksgiving.
love it.
Yeah.
Do it for Grandpa. Land on the golf course.
Holy shit.
Blow somebody's
Things-
balls around.
Things
and
like
shit.
that. It would be sick. But we also don't have as good a weather in Minnesota. from my research, you need good weather to fly.
Cletus gets to fly to Key West. You get to fly to Costco.
That'd still be sick, dude. Flying to Costco or just flying into Fargo.
I think realistically it would actually be really sick. I don't know if you could go as like many cool places as like Heavy D and all of his helicopter friends. They are like, yeah, they're the best because you can fly anywhere in the state and you have amazing, like the best of all worlds that you could imagine living in Utah, and you can get to them in like 45 minutes in a helicopter. And then Cletus is like, yeah, I can go anywhere in Florida, down to Key West or land in my grandparents' backyard that are 2 hours away. But it's like, I don't know, it's a little bit different in Minnesota.
It
you
doesn't
see some
matter
farm
what you
fields.
see. We're going to be flying around. It's going to be sick.
Could you put it on floats so you could land at the sandbar?
Yeah, is that a thing?
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe
You have to build a barge then, like Heavy D.
Oh, yeah.
You could use Ken's. I'm assuming your helicopter is going to be a hell of a lot smaller than the
Give me
Blackhawk.
a small helicopter, yes.
There you go.
You could use
two-seater.
Ken's
We could use the
mom chaser.
Mom chaser, yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be the perfect upgrade for
I was
it.
going to say you could
That is-
land on
is
Ken's
open lot.
boathouse.
Ken
Yeah.
would be sick.
So they do make like helicopter floats, but it's more of a emergency use case kind of scenario.
Well, if we're out of beer at the sandbar, it is an emergency.
Yeah. What is the percentage chance of you buying a helicopter right
Probably 75%.
Ooh,
75%?
I'd say in the next year, probably.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
yeah,
good. That's
you heard
better
it
than I
here.
expected.
I just can't
I'd
wait to cheer you on as you're doing your lessons.
me too.
I mean, because it's a cool thing.
I can't wait to ride with you once you get really good at it.
I think it would be sick to have like a little hanger on the back of the merch barn.
Mm.
Well, you would need
We're
a
expanding
hanger.
the merch barn, and I'm going to put a little hanger door on the back side of it. Got to talk to, obviously, you guys about that. But I think that'd be a good spot for it. And, my buddy Mark, shout out Mark. He's down to go in on the helicopter with me. So
Does he know you're buying a helicopter, or are you just like preemptively saying?
I asked Mark, I said, what's the percentage? And he said 100%.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, okay, it sounds like I'm the one holding us up then.
Sick.
So yeah, those things. And then if everything falls together, and then might happen.
So we're going to Florida in a few weeks. Is Cletus going to let you fly his?
There's 2 sticks, so he's flying it.
Oh.
You're just riding with.
I'm just riding with.
To get some of that cost back, you could fly around Khabib. See him get kicked off that Frontier flight?
No.
I'll play the video here. He's sitting in a freaking exit row. And
Why the fuck is that guy sitting in an exit row?
Why
Like,
the-
not
on a
first
Frontier
class?
plane?
Why is that
Khabib was
guy
flying Frontier.
Frontier, Las Vegas to San Francisco.
Maybe it was just like, I just need to get there. Hopped on a flight.
What, did he open the door?
Ken hates us, and he doesn't even make us fly
Yeah,
Frontier.
that is.
Ken does not hate us.
Well, it seems like it sometimes when he puts us back by the toilet.
I do not choose seats when I book flights. I
Bro,
just
the whole
book the
plane,
flight.
the whole plane is open, and he puts me and CJ by the toilet.
I do not choose seats when I book flights. I just buy the flight.
Are not allowing you to sit in the exit row, or you're gonna have to get off this plane and then we'll have to leave because they're not comfortable with sitting in the emergency exit row. My flight is in there, and unfortunately, it is fair.
It's not fair.
Yes, it is. Is it?
You guys, when I was making check-in, they asked me, do I know English? Yes, I said.
And they said yes, and I understand that, but it's also off of their judgment. I'm not gonna do this back and forth. I will call a supervisor. You can either take a different seat, or we can go ahead and escort you off the plane. Which one are we doing? Okay, I'll call a supervisor, and then we're gonna have to prepare for a different flight.
I'm not really sure why they're kicking him out of the exit row, but it seems
Didn't
like
feel safe with him being in charge of something on a plane.
CJ.
They probably didn't know who he was.
yeah, I'm sure not.
Dude, we should get Evan into the UFC.
He'd probably be really fucking good.
He would, dude. He's short, scrappy. Have I mentioned that?
Tough.
And he's got no concept of
cannot
hurting
foresee,
himself.
Yeah, I cannot foresee Evan getting knocked out. I just could foresee him like literally acting like he's dying because he'd be so out of breath, like, like start taking
Yo,
everything off.
Somebody,
Like he's
somebody
just so
in his
dramatic,
corner.
you know?
When he
Like,
goes
as
to
soon
his
as he would
corner,
get
they'd have to
tired-
have him be hitting a vape.
Yeah.
Every other guy's like all trained up and whatever. Evan walks into the ring with strutting,
Oh,
carrying.
hairy.
He's got a tee. He's all,
He's wearing
all
just Ethicas as his shorts.
all bucked up.
Some like blown out Ethicas.
Picks up a hit of the vape. You know, while they're putting like the stuff on your face, you don't get cut. He like smacks the hand away.
That's when we would bring out his signature pro model Ethicas that come pre-poop stains, so that you can't see if you actually do put a real one
They're
there.
all white with just a brown through
His
the bottom.
signature move is like put somebody in like a leg lock and fart on them.
They're near his hinder, and there's like tap, tap. They're not even being choked. They can still breathe, but it's just like the fact that they're having to breathe that in. Did you guys see Conor McGregor with like Jake Paul and Logan Paul, and they were all on that bus going to Trump's inauguration?
I don't know. I feel like there's so much like online beef between those three. And
normally it's fabricated, I think, but also I feel like some of it wasn't like initially, but like the fact that they were all just chilling on there.
Dude, did you guys see? Then I see a video. This one I had to like double check to make sure it was real because it just felt like a fever dream. Freaking, it's Logan Paul next to Jake, and then he like pans the camera, and then Theo Von's sitting in front of them, and his chair breaks.
Bro, I know.
And he like falls on the ground and is just like
that was funny.
Looking around, and then Danica Patrick's to his left, and Kyle from Nelk is to his right, and then he's just like super flustered, and he's like, "Damn, Kamala chairs." But yeah, just what a weird, like, it just didn't seem real.
Bro, I feel like that section of the inauguration, like everyone else is all, serious and political, whatever, and Theo's over there just like, these Kamala chairs.
Also, like, has there ever been an inauguration like that? It seemed like such a celebration. It was like a full-on party, and it's like all these celebrities are there, and like they're dancing. It was an event. Like, obviously it was an event no matter what, but like it was like more of a like cultural like.
It looked like more of a hangout.
It seemed like all these celebrities were there, but then it was like a party. Like they had a dance and drinks and all that. That obviously it's always culturally.
I remember back though when Obama was inaugurated, and I think he did it like out on like the front lawn of the White House, and it was like a huge,
so that's
huge
normal
crowd. Yeah, it's normal to have like a party, but that was a lot different than what Trump did.
Biden didn't do anything.
Probably went to bed. Did you guys see the video of Elon getting up on the stage?
Oh, yeah. What was he doing?
He
was like,
it was like,
bro, Elon's just sums up, when you're that smart, it's just hard to be normal.
Why did he do that?
He said his heart,
he was
sending his heart out. I think America's just cooked.
Really?
I think what's happening is really good. I just think we're cooked, man.
You think so? Huh?
I think it's beyond. We're cooked.
Dude, I feel like the opposite. I feel like so confident in like
I feel like
the
it's
golden
right
age of
direction
America.
I think that's gonna happen too.
It's a brand new day. The sun is just rising.
Dude, Ryan's just pissed.
No, and I knew that was gonna get twisted on me.
Dude. He had to take
you literally just said it,
He had
bro.
to take down his Kamala poster, dude.
No, I am
to hang it up, Ryan.
Full blown, very excited about the direction that the country has headed.
You said
You said we're cooked.
I think the long-term direction of the country and what the fuck is happening here, we are cooked. Dude, I would say 15 years ago, we were less cooked than we are today. And I think 15 years from now, we will be more cooked than we were today, is what I'm saying.
Well, guys, not to get political on this podcast, but at least no matter what side you're on, you have somebody to side with on this, like when you're listening back at home.
You got everyone from both sides of the aisle here.
Yep.
It's not true, but
I do agree though what you're saying, Ryan. Like, dude, I think TikTok is cooking people the worst, but also just in general, it's just the online shit. It really is. Like, I think that TikTok's the worst because it's just constant scrolling, and all these people just doom scroll. They don't do anything outside of it, and it's like it's almost a form of gambling because you occasionally get a good one, and then it's like you scroll the next, and maybe it's like some of it's sexualized and whatever. So it's like maybe you don't get the dopamine hit for like 2-3 scrolls, but then you hit one, you get a little bit of a hit, and then it's like, whoa, what's next? And like you never know what's next, so you keep scrolling, and you're just paying with your time, and you just get these little dopamine hits. And it's the same thing with like even X. Like, I mean, I like that it has the freedom to post whatever, but dude, some of the stuff on there should not be on there. Like there's a lot of, we'll say, corn, and also there is like just people getting in fights, killings. Like that shit is not good to just constantly be seeing, and especially with like the younger brain who don't consciously think like, oh, like sitting here staring at this all day is not good. and it's so easy to get sucked into, but I'm like, I cannot, I can stop myself, but I think a lot of people don't have that. So yes, I do agree. Like people, I said it not too long ago, people are getting more and more stupid, and it is alarming. And the worst part about stupid people is they don't know they're stupid.
Pretty famous quote that you said for a while.
Yeah,
it's the worst thing. Quote. Like there's never any way to tell someone that there's like some people are just too stupid to talk to.
Yeah,
that's a famous Ken quote.
Yep, you are literally too stupid.
Aimed at Ben.
I think just there's so much like comfort almost, like where you can get those little dopamine hits just by doing pretty much nothing versus prior to now you had to like go out and do something. And there still is plenty ways to go out and earn like a proper dopamine hit, if that makes sense. Like go to the gym.
Right, those things didn't go away.
Yeah, but
they're harder.
People just choose the easier route because it's easier, and I think a lot of people don't even realize that they're doing it.
100%. I was saying that about like when we had a little time off over the Christmas break. I like one day just sat on the couch. I was like, I'm going to relax. And I sat there and scrolled on my phone for like a percentage of the day. And I was like, why do I feel like crap? Like I was all anxious. I felt all worked up over nothing. And I was like irritable. I'm like, what the hell's going on with me? I was like, I should be happy. And then I was like, oh, it's probably one, because I don't feel like I'm accomplishing anything. And two, you're just like, just waiting. You just keep dipping back into Facebook Marketplace, hoping something good comes up.
It is addicting. And so you do this rotation of Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, and you're just constantly looking for something to like give you that. But like realistically, it's never gonna like lead to any real satisfaction.
I have all my like social media apps. Like when you put them in a folder, it says social. I change it to don't open. I don't listen to it though.
And I'm not saying that all of
they're all easy to find.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't go on it at all. I'm just saying like if you spend too much time on it,
100%.
And honestly, like, but there is like the flip side. Like you could have a podcast playing all day long, and if you're choosing the right podcast, like you can learn stuff, and at the very least, it can elevate your mood. Like I don't think that we're necessarily like giving people a lot of knowledge, but I think we do like raise maybe their attitude and like just the vibes, like next time you have
an hour of laughs or whatever,
or just like take that, and then when you're whoever you talk to next, if it's your spouse or someone at work, and just like go in and be more, I guess, I don't know, positive towards them. It can help you, I guess, and just enjoy life in general.
I don't know if you guys seen this, but with like the whole TikTok getting banned, which it got banned, which was crazy. Last podcast we were talking about, I think Dalton was saying that.
Yeah, Dalton was fucking about to cry, dude. I felt bad for him, honestly.
Yeah, so when it got banned, we were all together, and then the next day it came back, and
right away
on both of the announcements when it got banned, it said hopefully president to be Donald Trump can save us, basically, and then the next day it came back saying like thanks to Donald Trump, we're back. And then I started seeing things that people were like assuming that it was maybe some kind of publicity stunt like from Trump's team, where like I don't know, like
how is that a publicity stunt? If anything, it was, I mean, he is the reason why it came back. Like if he wouldn't have done something,
do you think he let it go away? Like he could have stopped it, but he let it go, and then was just like if you say this, I'll bring it back tomorrow.
He wasn't the president yet, though.
No, I know, but I just wonder, like, why would TikTok like say that unless there was something maybe behind the scenes? I don't know.
They can
maybe
thank
not
him.
though.
Those people that are addicted to doom scrolling can thank him.
I think it was TikTok trying to like butter Trump up,
You
like
think so?
make him feel good, because they did that all before he was even inaugurated.
Yeah, they've been saying they were going away, and Biden was trying to make it go away.
But
So,
it came back before he was inaugurated.
Yeah, because they did that like Saturday, Sunday, and he didn't go into office until Monday. So like technically that law should have gone into effect on Saturday or Sunday. So like he couldn't have changed anything till noon Eastern on Monday.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it has nothing to do, and if anything, like I liked it. Like I thought it was good, but I did start seeing things, and I started thinking like, maybe there was something there.
It is crazy. You can't download TikTok. Like if you were to get a new phone, you can't download TikTok right now. You can use it when it's on your phone. It's like Flappy Bird all over again.
So yeah, I saw that people are selling iPhones for $10,000
I'll sell mine.
Dude, you realize
15.
that have TikTok downloaded.
if you have your same Apple account, though, I'm pretty sure you can still download it. You could delete it, but if you download it once off of your Apple, it's in your previous app downloads.
Your previous
and you can do it.
downloads?
Like I'm pretty sure I could download Flappy Bird right now.
It says TikTok and other ByteDance apps are not available in the country or region you're in.
Let me just double check.
Yeah, see if you can download Flappy Bird. If you get Flappy Bird back, dude, you might have cracked
But I'm
the
pretty
code.
sure they brought that back.
wait,
to be
hold on.
honest.
Did they?
Yeah.
It just never hit the same.
Actually,
Why did they pull it?
It was something like the guy didn't want it to be too addicting.
Yeah, he was like a movement. He was like, you know what?
yep.
This has
Flappy
gotten out of
Bird right
control.
here, guys. You can
Download
download
it.
it.
But yeah,
April
but I'm
11th,
pretty
2014.
But I'm pretty sure they brought that back, like I said.
Yeah, he
Wait, hold on. I actually can't do that one. Never mind. I take it back.
Flappy
Yeah.
Bird, the guy deleted it because he felt guilty that the game's addictive nature ruined lives.
Wow, that guy must really.
What about Jetpack Joyride? That game was fun
That
too.
game was lit.
You can still download that. I don't think that's on
That's
the
a
App Store.
classic.
It just depends if they. Hold on, let me see.
So that's what I'm saying, dude. 10 years ago, someone goes,
Oh, they
I
already
think
have
I'm
it.
fucking up the world. I'm
Dude,
gonna pull
remember
it.
Angry
And now they're
Birds?
like, well, let's just make a couple $1 billion and then
Bro.
I'll pull it.
There used to be so many fun apps that were games.
And they're probably still there, but I mean, we've just outgrown them.
Bloons Tower Defense.
Yeah, that's
That was a good
actually a great
Yeah,
game.
We're playing Xbox now.
Yeah.
So Tony just texted me and Jake in a group chat.
Not
and
me.
Sent a video of the truck backing off the trailer.
And it runs?
It's running under her own
Under
power.
their own power.
And then there's a bunch of codes. Who would have thought? And then he said, "How did you guys break the air conditioner?"
I don't know how I broke the air conditioner.
Just rodding on it, huh? Rodding
And
on
then
the
Jake
fucking-
goes, "They were trying to cool the engine down."
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it'd make it cooler. No, it didn't. It couldn't go up on its own. We pulled it away from the trailer on its own, and then it died, and then it rolled back down the hill. But yeah, glad it's back.
If you guys didn't know already, our Centurion that we built with U Motors has been sold. Went to a guy in Philadelphia.
26.5-foot boat.
Huge, big boy. Towed it with our Ford Ranger with our mini truck. Anyways, U Motors hit us up again. Was like, hey, let's build another boat. So we were freaking stoked. So now we're being tasked with the hard decision of choosing what colors to go with on this thing.
The more we ask everyone, the least sure I
Yeah.
get.
We spec'd out about 6 different colors,
Yeah,
and
we
they're
did.
all so
That's
sick.
the thing is like, yeah, so it's an Aeronautique. It's a G25, so 25 footer. Yeah, I mean, it's a super, like you can't really go wrong with any of those colors, but I feel like we have to have a bold colorway being that we are we just like bold stuff. Yeah. So I don't know. We could pop them up on the screen, but we also need to make this decision soon in order to have this thing built and then be here by summer. But
Yeah, a lot of people are saying, at least on Instagram and TikTok, they're saying that we should do the white,
I know.
which is probably the least likely.
I
That's
was
the
really
most
surprised
bland.
by that.
I was too.
I figured you toss that in there, and then everyone's like, yo, white go hard.
Like the thing is most guys that buy a boat like this are like a 50-year-old dentist who like wants it to
They
be
would like that.
yeah, they just want it to be more like not
Not
super loud in your face, and we're like the opposite.
And then another one that was pretty popular was the black with the red
Black with
interior.
red was
Which
pretty
is sweet.
sick,
That's actually
honestly.
the color combo of my boat.
Yeah.
So I like that one.
That
but
one grew
again,
on
it's
me a
still-
lot.
This one has
it's still
the
not
spec.
that like
It has gold
bright, I
spec
feel
in
like.
it,
Yeah.
which looks
Ooh.
sick.
Oh, in
The other
the black?
ones, yeah, the other ones don't.
Oh, that's
So
dope.
that does have gold spec in it,
That's
which is
sick.
sick. But
That
yeah,
is
it's
dope.
kind of looks like it's basically the same as Ben's boat then. So it kind of put us at we're either doing the green one or the Nardo gray with red, and the green one, which I thought was pretty sick, and Ben did too, got like the least amount
Really?
of responses on my story.
I will.
I think that red interior on the gray one just pops.
It's probably the best of both worlds, honestly.
Yeah, that one's still
That's
my
probably
favorite.
a safe bet, yeah.
That man, I'd say in the perfect world, we just do the red one. Can't go wrong with red.
Dude,
why mess
that-
with perfection?
That
But
one got the least out of
Yeah.
all of them.
Really?
It just had a few peppered in there of people going, of course they're going to get the red one. But other than that, no
Dude,
one was
maybe it
voting
looked
for
too much like
It's
our
so
previous
good.
one. But all these boats are fucking sick, dude. So yeah, we're pretty excited about that.
leave a comment down below.
Yeah,
Yes,
comment
help
down
us out.
below. Tell us what you guys think. We're going to the boat show this weekend to check out the
Scope it out.
So yeah, we'll build that, and we have something to look forward to this summer.
It's gonna be sweet.
I
I
think
think we
that's
got the pontoon again too.
Yep.
We're gonna have to make maybe some changes to the mom chaser. Make it even smaller.
I was thinking make it faster.
Yeah, faster.
You got that thing just sitting out in the elements. You didn't put a cover over it or anything.
You don't need to cover perfection. It's perfect as it is.
I think you
That's
should
what he
cover
says. The
perfection.
girls when they show up wearing no swimsuit.
Yeah. You've used that line a lot, haven't you?
If we're gonna change anything, maybe make it wider and shorter.
I was really hoping the thing would
Evan.
tip.
Wider and shorter. Well, sick, boys. I'm loving the new set. We are
is
giving
great.
away a snowmobile right now. A 146 Assault Boost. So
Turbo.
that's pretty sick. If you go to the website, $5 you spend gets you 1 entry. And that ends soon, so you don't got much time.
Yeah. Mike,
Ends this Sunday.
I'm honored to be one of your groomsmen, man.
Hell
Yeah,
Thank you
boys.
for the
dude.
shoes, dude.
Yeah, I'm
This is-
excited to give it to the rest of the guys.
Great pod. Well,
Yeah.
appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Later.